Hello and welcome everyone to the Beacon of Light podcast tonight. Tonight we are popping up here live on a Sunday evening and we will be with you all week plus some. I mean, it's going to be incredible. So we start our night tonight with Miss Jill Armijo, and it's a really exciting time for all of us together. So when you pop in here live, tell us where you are from, what you're doing, and why you came to the Beacon of Light podcast for your favorite things tonight. We're going to pop out of here, put up the banner, and get things rolling. Are you ready, Miss Jill?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do this thing. Well, if I can push the right button. There we go. I'm April Tribe Juke. Welcome to the Beacon of Light podcast. I believe we are all made with light, and light is hope. This podcast brings authors who write stories of hope to all of you. Your journey to be inspired and amplified by these stories starts now. Woo! And we're back. We're back. So this is an exciting time for everyone. For the Beacon of Light podcast, I was really inspired by thinking about what my favorite things are. And one of my favorite things are my friends. And then thinking about my friends, I kind of got a bump like, hey, we need to amplify more of our friends here and what it is that they're doing. What do they have to offer? And many of my friends are authors. And so, of course, they have books and they have coaching and they have a whole bunch of great things. So Miss Jill is going to be here tonight sharing with all of you what her awesome thing is that she is, quote, selling, even though it's free, but she is offering something for y'all out there. So this is an exciting time. So Jill, tell us a little bit about this offer and what you have.
Okay, Miss April, and thank you for letting me come and share. I have a challenge/retreat. It's called the Caregivers Happy Holidays Challenge Retreat. And the reason I called it a retreat is because when I first asked my caregivers in my Facebook group what title they would like the best for it, one lady said, I don't want to do a challenge. I'm challenged enough. And so I thought, oh, let's do a retreat like we did on Mother's Day. We had a good turnout for our Mother's Day retreat, and it was super fun. So I thought I would do that.
That is awesome. So what is going to make this holiday retreat really helpful and supportive to our caregivers out there? What will it be for them?
So the holidays are kind of challenging for a lot of people that aren't caregivers as well as caregivers. And I get that too. Caregivers kind of do a lot of absorbing other people's expectations because they've been in a place of creating a lot of expectations for themselves that maybe aren't realistic. And it's all done out of love, and they're not bad for doing it, but they really want to help their loved one get through the end of life or get through an illness or get through something that's challenging for them. And they want to do it, but then they think they have to do it all. And so the holidays just get to be full of things like regret and resentment and sorrow and grief. And there's ambiguous loss of having somebody still with us, and yet they're not who they used to be, like somebody with dementia or somebody with PTSD. And so I want to help people get through the holidays. And my specialty is caregivers because I've been a professional and a family caregiver for over 30 years, both. And my husband has schizophrenia and has had just really raunchy, and last year was finally a good holiday for him. And so I want to share some things that we've learned. So the 5 days that we're going to learn stuff, the first day is going to be believing in yourself. The second day, we're going to talk about honoring our boundaries, which is a big one for people. The third day is being your best friend or accepting yourself. And the fourth one is processing your emotions. And then the last one is your expectations, expecting your expectations and watching your expectations and maybe figuring them out and how that can help you to have the holiday that you want.
Beautifully said. Well I would say structured and put right there together. I am really interested because I heard a few of those out of the 5. I'm like, oh, I need a whole course on that. I'd like a whole course on that one. So hopefully, this might lead with your caregiver group and those that hear it here tonight who get into that and feel like, whoa, Jill really offers amazing things and I want to join up and do more. This retreat was kind of my first step in, building some trust with Miss Jill, and I want to see what she has out there for more. So you mentioned that you have been a professional caregiver and a family caregiver for 30 years. Wow. Well, I'm going to guess there's a story behind that. You want to share a little bit about that story?
Yeah, so before I even met my husband, I decided I wanted to be a physical therapist. I, as a child, thought I wanted to be a doctor because I just wanted everybody's pain and agony to go away. And I thought that if I was a doctor, I could just fix everything. So I'm one of those people that from a young age took on too much. My parents and other people used to call me a peacemaker, and I just wanted everybody to be happy and get along. And then in college, I realized that I really wanted more one-on-one time with patients. And so I decided physical therapy was for me. And so I've seen caregivers of my patients over the years, and I've done a lot of home health. So I've seen them at home, and I've seen many of them crash and burn and get really sick or die or end up in the bed next to their loved one. And so I've had a heart for caregivers this whole time. As a physical therapist, that's what I do. Although I've really backed off on that because I don't have time for that anymore. Plus my thumbs are shot. But in the meantime, my husband came back from the Gulf War in 1991 with PTSD that escalated over the next few years to schizophrenia. Plus, he has Gulf War illness with all of the symptoms, the fibromyalgia, the chronic fatigue, the mood disorders, the eczema, and the lung defects. Just the like atelectasis. That's just a word for lung cell death. He doesn't have enough lung capacity. So he struggles. He also has a chronic bleed. Digestive problems are another symptoms. And so he bleeds when he's stressed out. So yeah, he's kind of a handful, but love him.
That's really a lot to understand about that caregiving portion. I guess, sometimes you have to be careful what you pray for and want, right? Oh, here's a lifetime. Here you go. Just kidding. But,
Yeah.
The challenges can be really, I'm sure there were parts of your life where as you're watching these amazingly dedicated caregivers going and going and going, you mentioned, the ultimate sacrifice usually became themselves, and then they were no longer able to caregive. So what
Yeah.
brought you to that point where, if you were along that path, if you were or weren't, what was your shift that said, I can still be a caregiver, but blah, 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 blah? Like what was your shift for you?
Really, it was my coaching. I struggled for way too long with unrealistic expectations of myself and a lot of judgment about my husband and what was wrong with our marriage. I told myself a lot of lies over the years, like we couldn't be happy until my husband was well, and my kids didn't deserve this, and I couldn't do this anymore, and I didn't have enough help, and blah, blah, blah. All these lies that I told myself just became unbearable for me. I did a lot of emotional eating, and I sugared myself into a wheelchair full of arthritis and realized that I couldn't do physical therapy anymore. So I bought health coaching school. So I went to health coaching school and got well and got out of my wheelchair. And now I can walk and run all over the place and nothing hurts except for my thumbs. And I probably need surgeries here pretty soon. But anyway, so I wanted to coach people. I thought I was going to help people lose weight because that was kind of my journey that helped me to feel so much better. But in the process of setting up my business, I had a lot of emotional turmoil, and I found myself constantly in the kitchen wanting to emotionally eat again, even though I had gotten well and thought I was past that. And so I hired myself a life coach, and she's the one who I have a life of BC and AD, before the coaching and after the delusions. And my life is completely different than it was before, because she showed me that I do have absolute control of my thoughts. I can't predict what comes into my head, but I can decide what I want to entertain, what I want to nurture, what I want to build upon, and what I don't want to um, give any power to anymore. So that's been the difference for me.
Big, huge, massive difference. I hope everyone was hearing that out there. Maybe just a piece. This is the wisdom of what Jill has to offer. And so this retreat is going to be incredible. She's also an author, and you've seen it scrolling down there, of Home of the Unknown Soldier. And that is the story about that she shared a little bit about, that goes more into depth about the life that she now understands and what was going on prior to and following forward with. So, that is a fantastic book that's available for all of you. But really tonight, the focus is on this retreat, and we're going to pop up the challenge/retreat here. So y'all can grab that, and we will put it down in the links below. It's also, if you've been looking at I'm going to share my screen, see if I can do this technically. Let's see. Sometimes it's really awesome. Sometimes I'm like, where to put it? Okay. All right, here we go. So here she is. So she has written up this blog. Y'all can see that out there, right? Finding Joy in a Holiday Open to Grief. What a title. So, this chick can write too. So I'm just saying, this whole concept of what Jill has to offer, this is just one of those pieces where she's got everything in here. You'll be able to connect with the link. Oh, look at this happiness. So, she knows her stuff. If you can get a smile like that, we're happing it here. So this is the 5-day holiday retreat challenge, and we're really excited that you have had this opportunity. You click on these links and off you go, and you can join. And it starts when? When does this start, Miss Jill?
It starts tomorrow, and the retreat is going to be videos and then some little worksheets, a worksheet to do each day. The videos are between 15 and 25 minutes. I tried to keep them short because caregivers are busy, and I know all the rest of you are too during the holidays, right? And so just those. And then on Tuesday and Friday evenings, 8 Eastern and 5 Pacific, we're going to have Q&As, and I encourage everyone to come and talk and support each other and receive support. And also I invite anyone who would like, during the retreat and maybe for a couple of days afterwards, to sign up for a 15-minute, again, it's free, just a call with me to see if there's a way that I can help you with something specific, because during the retreat, I might not really touch on your specific situation, even though I give lots of examples. And I, of course, want to help everybody because that's what I think I like to do. But yeah, if you want to sign up for a 15-minute mini coaching session, I welcome that too.
Wonderful. Look at all of this information. A lot of it is free. How can you go wrong with free, right? We're talking the Costco sample, like all platter here. She's got this and this and this. Try it out. See how it feels for you. And really, we're here to give her support. So thank you all for coming this evening. And Jill, like we said, it's right there. Can you see it there? We will drop in the links down there below. And it starts tomorrow. If they can't get in tomorrow, can they still pop in on Tuesday or Wednesday? Still kind of open?
I hope so. My VA thinks she's going to close it, but I think she might leave it open. Yeah, if you want to, click on it and see what happens.
There you go. So we really encourage everybody. A lot of people have gone to the blog today, so that was really exciting to see. And we will email this out again. Thank you, everybody. If you're going to come back here, punch on the replay. And remember, this is the Beacon of Light, favorite things, just like Oprah, only more amplified, or April style.
Go, April.
There we go. No free books, but free life coaching opportunities to meet with Jill, and you're going to get a taste. This is the whole Costco sample platter right here. So we're really excited for this. Again, she is also the author of Home of the Unknown Soldier. And so go ahead and you can pick that up too at Amazon. And I'm sure Jill will give you more information about that later. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for being a part of this. And Jill, thank you for kicking off our whole week plus some. I mean, y'all, we're so excited. We had to extend it out 6 more days. So this is an exciting time and a little bit crazy. But thank you, everybody, for coming and being a part of this. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
April.
Jill. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, April.